Mama's in the living room watching Judge Judy. I'm in the kitchen eating leftover sushi. And she goes, oh, girl, you gotta hear this one. A man was arrested for running the theme park. And when they said, where's your license? He said, my dog ate it. Oh, you can't make this shit up. Sometimes I wonder if life's just one big cosmic joke. It's like she's on a Reddit, reading r/funny lawsuits, yelling from the couch. As she sips on a Prosecco, makes fun of all the weirdos, and then I hear her shout. It's like she's on a Reddit, reading r/funny lawsuits, yelling from the couch. As she sips on her Prosecco, makes fun of all the weirdos, and then I hear her shout, girl, you gotta hear this one. Mama loves to laugh at how absurd life is, says it's all a comedy and I'm her audience. And I love the way she makes fun of the world. She said, you'll never guess who's with their girlfriend. It was a man who didn't get us out of the bed. He said, I've been through hell and now I need some help. You just can't make this shit up. You just can't make this shit up. Sometimes I wonder if life's just one big cosmic joke. It's like she's on a Reddit, reading r/funny lawsuits, yelling from the couch. As she sips on a Prosecco, makes fun of all the weirdos, and then I hear her shout. It's like she's on a Reddit, reading r/funny lawsuits, yelling from the couch. As she sips on a Prosecco, makes fun of all the weirdos, and then I hear her shout, girl, you gotta hear this one.
Hey everybody, it's Squid. Happy Veterans Day and welcome back to my channel. It's Tuesday. Everybody knows on this Tuesday is where we talk drama. Drama. And boy, has there been a lot of it floating around lately. Thank the good Lord above that y'all are keeping me out of your goddamn drama. Excuse my language. It's fun to just sit and watch everybody else's world explode while I sit here in my happy space and make fun of it. Welcome to the happy day that is me, when I just get to laugh at everybody else's bullshit, because Lord knows it's fun. Not fun when it's your own drama, but it's hilarious when it's other people's, especially people that are just shitty people in general. Just saying. Coming to the stage, needs no introduction, but started a new gaming channel, where he only games, and keeping all the drama on his regular channel. Spawn Trooper, as he hacks up a lung.
Yep, good. Wait, hang on a minute. Please hold. Your call is important to us.
And my cough, people are like, oh, are you getting sick? No, I have this cough permanently because, one, I started smoking at the age of 13. So my voice will never be great.
No, I'm sorry, but I have to totally disregard bollocks.
I quit smoking at the age of 24, but that's beside the point.
Yeah.
I'm 40, so I haven't smoked in a long time. But starting smoking so young, However, that combined with the fact that I have neurological issues that affected my swallow, and nobody cut that shit. But I have neurological issues that affect, my throat area and my neck and, my spine. So I tend to cough.
I just sent you a message. It's like you introduced me and I don't get a chance to freaking say hello.
Well, because you were coughing up a lung. You were coughing up a lung when I first introduced you. So
yeah, I know.
But how are you today?
Well, can I talk?
Yes, please do.
Hey, okay, right. Anyway, first of all, hello everybody.
But talk quickly.
There you go. Wait, no, what? Anyway, no. So first of all, hello everybody. Hi everyone, and yeah, hi Jeff Grady. Anyway, yeah, thanks very much for the plug on the gaming channel. I just want to make sure that everyone understands. That's the gaming channel. All right. If I go live there, there won't. I'm still debating if I'm going to allow chat or not, because it's pure gaming, it's pure fun, and it's going to be natural, me being natural. Anyway, hi, and happy
And-
Veterans Day, by the way. Oh,
Or Armistice Day. I
Yeah.
can't say that freaking word.
Remembrance Day.
The end of World War One.
Yes, yes. And by the way,
I
just
do
for the
know my
freaking
history
record,
a little.
just for the record, to you freaking peasants out there, okay, let me make something absolutely freaking clear. My God, I'm not swearing. All right, make freaking clear. It is a red poppy, not a white poppy. It's a red poppy.
Of course, it's a red poppy. Who the hell calls it a what?
I ain't never seen a white poppy.
I've never. Yeah, me either. I've never seen a white poppy.
Oh, trust me, there are freaking idiots out there.
They must all be in the UK because we have plenty of idiots here, but surprisingly, not when it comes to that.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, to be perfectly honest with you, I've come to a point now, because I'm not going to say where I went or how many I went to, but we did go down a card. But anyway, we were walking back, and there was this lady, and she was wearing a white poppy, and I've heard the rumors and everything. And I said to my mate, I went, "Is that woman on drugs?" And he went, "I don't know." I said, "Did she bang her head?" He went, "I don't know."
Hey.
We're not talking about you now, are we? Now, anyway, so don't you even try that trick with me, madam. So, yeah, we got in the car, and for 45 minutes in the car, we literally had a debate about the red poppy, which is the representation, because after the First World War, obviously the poppies first grew there because of the amount of unalived people, right? And Flanders Fields, everything, and the white poppy is to identify civilian population who passed, in the First and Second World War. And I'm like going, okay, fine, but if you're going to represent the unfortunate demise of people in conflicts, in wars, then use something else that's unique, not something that already exists, to identify the troops, the men and women and the animals. But anyway, yeah. And we had a debate. I mean, if we were politicians, we would have thrown ourselves in prison.
And very quick before we get into the topic at hand today, I just have to address Devil Fan. Hey, Squid, did you convince the hubby to come on for the NTSB report? No, I did not. However, he is taking some time off, like half days this week, because he has time to burn at work, and his supervisor basically said, use it or lose it. So he might be home. However, I didn't ask. And the reason I didn't ask is because I had so many questions for him yesterday that I'm sure he was annoyed with me even asking questions. So I did not ask him if he wanted to join me. However, he probably will be home for that tomorrow. So there is a good chance that I might just have him sit on the other side of this computer and just talk to me. So you might be able to hear his voice. Highly doubt it, but there's a slim chance. I'm going with a very slim chance, but there's a chance.
Okay. Always hold out hope. Always have hope.
Girl.
Oh, just very quickly, do you know something really nice happened to me very early this morning when I had to go out, and I was wearing my I forgot to take off my, usually when I go on a parade I wear my medals, and I put my jacket on, and I had my miniatures on my jacket, and I totally forgot to take them off. And I walked into a shop, and this young lady behind the counter, she went, "Oh, thank you very much for that." And I was like, "Oh, wait, what?" And she went, "For your services." I went, we're not in America, sweetheart. And she went, no, you served. I went, yeah. And she went, well, thank you very much. And I went, you're welcome. Just do my job. And then I walked back out, and then I got in a car, and I felt this thing smack my jaw. And I looked down, and there was my bloody bar and my miniatures.
So, MS Coast Life, I just have to laugh at this comment because I got a notification from the Weather Channel app yesterday, and it says what to do and if an iguana falls on your head. So the fact that you brought this up today, I just
what?
Can't.
Wait, say,
An iguana.
It's a Florida thing, I think.
It's a Florida
what the frick
thing.
is happening with America? Do you know
It's
what?
Florida. It's not
It's an
America.
invasive species.
It's just Florida.
Yeah, it's just Florida. But it's an invasive species. It's not actually supposed to be here. But people have them as pets, and then when they get too big, they realize, oh shit, I can't take care of this, and they release them, and then they populate. There are people who I saw an episode of Dirty Jobs one time where their whole job was to go and unalive iguanas.
We had one that was over 4.5 foot long. Our son got it when he was like
That's what she said.
5.
Yeah.
And right. He got it whenever he was 5. And whenever he turned 21, this thing was over 4.5 foot long.
Hey, Pam, how does it go again?
Kasha says we have no iguanas in Levy County. They're in South Florida. But you have snakes. But just saying.
A lot of snakes. And turtles. You have turtles. Yes. However, he despises YouTube. And if there is one thing, if y'all have seen that the little tends to be stubborn, there's a reason for that, and it's not me. Surprisingly, that's her father. This is the type of person who will piss you off just for fun. If he knows you think I'm an asshole, like this man will literally know what gets under your skin, and he will do it every damn day just because he knows it pisses you off, and there's not a damn thing you can do about it. Ask his boss.
Mm-hmm. That's why I like him.
Yeah, but you think I'm stubborn. My man is. There's a reason that it took us 20 years to get to this freaking point. So there are some things that not even I can convince him to do. Just saying, no matter how hard I try. And I know what you mean, right?
I mean, it's like, I don't know. I mean, like I've got, my brain, right, at the moment, like I'm getting out of that editing type of things thought process. But I still want to say something right now, but
Shelbell, thanks for the $10 super chat. Just wanted to thank you for your service on this Remembrance Day. Thank you. I never know what to say when people say that to me, because I was just an 18-year-old who realized that I didn't want to go to college because, no offense to my father, but when he sees this, but he said, I will only pay for your college if you live with me. And I love my parents dearly. I love them dearly. But I can only spend so much time under one roof with them before I'm like, we need space. So I said, no, thank you. And I used this country's free college program, and I made it through an entire college degree, be it an associate's, because it was either an associate's or a master's for therapy. And I didn't want to get stuck being 24 years old, having that bachelor's degree, no master's, and can't get a job. So I went with the associates, but I still went to school, got a college degree and a career with not an ounce of debt.
That's it.
I never know what people to say to that, because I just took it as an opportunity to get college for free.
Yeah, but you still put yourself out there, though. I mean, if something had happened, you were available.
And that is definitely true. And I did deploy twice, and I went overseas, and I've been to Dubai 6 times. I've been to Korea, Malaysia,
Singapore, France, Portugal. I've been a lot of places. However, it was one of those things. If I still don't know how to, and that's just maybe that's just my personality too. But I'm like, I never know what to say. I'm like, thank you. So if I seem awkward when people say that to me, it's like, oh,
Hey, honey, at least they say thank you nowadays. Back when
that's
my
true.
brother came home from Vietnam, they didn't get that, you know?
And that's true. And that's why I kind of like, I don't feel like I deserve it. Here's the reasoning, and y'all can feel free to disagree with me. It's to each their own. I volunteered. There were people who didn't get a damn choice.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't get a choice. Like Vietnam, World War II, Korea, they didn't get a choice. You went where they told you to go or else.
My brother was, I think he was 16, almost 17 when he was drafted. And they took him out of high school and he got his GED while he was in basic training. He didn't get to finish high school. They took him and that was it.
Being a former infanteer, I'm going to say this, and I don't care, I don't regret a bloody thing. The day I went into that Army Careers office, and I'd done all the paperwork and done the tests and everything else many moons ago, and then I got in. I do not regret one freaking iota of my service, or I don't care what anyone says. I was proud to serve. I enjoyed who I served with, and I learned a lot. And I can sit here proudly say that anyone who served in the United States Armed Forces or in the British Armed Forces or any armed forces, no matter what country you're from, right, you should always be proud of your service. And if people have a problem, or if people thank you for your service, or like in America, they say thank you for your service. Over here, they just throw an egg at you or something. But, at the end of the day, when someone comes up to you and says thank you, right, I appreciate that, because at the end of the day, it's people like us. And with the utmost respect, people may find this a little bit corny, but it takes a special type of person to walk into a military careers office. And, they may have their own reasons, but it takes a very special individual to sign that paperwork and sign their richly their life away. They're signing to make that ultimate sacrifice if it has to happen.
Right.
And
that's true.
I don't care what anyone says about me or any of my friends or anything else, or about my service or anything else. One thing I can tell you, if you've got the balls to sign that dotted line, then come and talk to me.
Well,
other than that, thank you very much. Other than that, thank you to all the service personnel, male and female. Thank you for your service. Thank you for signing that dotted line. And thank you very much for being who you are today.
And I was talking to somebody this morning who was basically like telling me, and I feel so bad because it was a lot to take in, because they were sent pictures, but I have to go back and read it. But it was like their whole like family lineage in the Navy, and it was great. It was awesome. I have to go back and read stuff because it was like so like it was so like not overwhelming, but like, when you get like a blast from the past and a history lesson and you just have to like read it like 4 times.
Right.
And this morning I've literally cleaned all the floors, cleaned the bathrooms, taken out all the trash. I've done 3 loads of laundry. Like, I've watched K-pop Demon Hunters 3 times. I've done I did $500 step ups because I was supposed to do Chad today, which is $1,000 step ups. If you want to know, I did it on my channel last year. I was not about to do that on the channel this year. While I was talking to a couple people when I was doing this, I was literally doing box step ups while every 5 minutes having to move the little from my box to say, hey, we have to share sometimes, and not everything is yours, and you have to share. While editing a short, while trying to script my video for the next video on my other channel, and I'm like, all while doing box step ups. If I'm gonna be bored, out of my mind doing a repetitive exercise like box step ups for an hour, we're going to at least get something out of it. I think I got like 500. I just did it for an hour on and off, and I was like, you know.
Do you know something? I am very proud of you two.
What did I do?
I'm just very proud of you two. That's all.
I appreciate that. I don't know what I did, but okay.
Well, thank you.
Devil fan, I'm addicted. I absolutely love K-pop Demon Hunters and the soundtrack. But what I am even more addicted to is watching reaction, the videos and the music for the first time that are not K-pop people. Like watching rappers listen to K-pop Demon Hunters songs is hilarious. That is what I'm addicted to. But it's an awesome soundtrack to work out to. So, and it's a good
my
story.
daughter just told me I have to watch that. She was telling me how good it was. She was like, "You got to watch it.
It is so good." And there's in 2029 there's going to be a sequel.
Oh,
we don't get it until 2029 according to reports. And the lead vocal or the vocalist for the lead, Rumi, her story, like her actual life story, is just great. So,
yeah, she told me she wanted to watch. She's already watched it like 5 or 6 times herself, and she called me this morning and was like, "Mama, we're watching this weekend. It's just that's happening. We're watching it this weekend. You've got to see it."
Yeah, and you have to watch the. I don't necessarily like Jimmy Fallon, and I think Jimmy Fallon. I don't think Jimmy Fallon or any of the night show hosts are funny.
Right.
Like, I think they're just kind of sad at this point, and like
I
you
agree.
repeat the same shit over again and expect it to be funny. When you try so hard not to offend people, you're just not funny.
Can I just say
Carson?
Well, they performed live.
I would just like to say this: Jimmy Fallon, or whatever his name is as funny as a fucking is as funny, right, as an adult toy with batteries that's bouncing up and down a blinking runway.
Well, what I was getting to is they performed that song "Golden" live on Jimmy Fallon. That's where I was like, so I don't watch Jimmy Fallon normally, but like I've seen that video of them performing on Jimmy Fallon a whole bunch of times because that's one of the hardest songs to sing, and they performed it live, and it's like freaking amazing.
Oh, I'll have to check it out, definitely.
Yeah. Anyway, let's get to the topic at hand, because I'm gonna have to go do a mama duty.
One second, Jeff Grady. I told you last night in bed to keep whatever is on your mind private. I've told you that many a times. Listen, it's not my fault that the last blow-up sheep I sent you had a puncture. They don't come with a repair kit. I've told you that many a times.
Poor Squid, she's done been incensed.
Welcome to the absolute chaos of the show.
Well, it not only is it TMI on so many levels, but when we went to the fair a few weeks ago, one of the things that we got for the little was a giant size blow up gummy bear, and she popped it the other day.
Oh God!
So when you mentioned
gummy bear, how's that song go again?
I don't know.
The gummy bear song. I'm gonna find that.
But it was bigger than her, and she was sitting on it, and all of a sudden it just goes. She just looks at me like,
"Oh yeah." All the red got licked off her candy for that.
Do you know what? I find it really strange that people really go, "Oh my God, that's too much. That's TMI. That's too much to hear. That's TMI." Blah blah blah.
More like a lobotomy.
Yeah.
Anyway, I have to go do a mama stuff. Timing wise, is great, but anyway.
Yeah,
we're going to talk about the high school fallout because I know that you have opinions that we didn't get to actually talk about. I know you talked about this, and if you haven't seen Spawn's live from Sunday night, I think, Sunday night.
Yep.
So late Sunday night, like 10 o'clock Eastern time, US. Sunday night, he kind of went off about this. I had to get to sleep, so I was not able to watch the entire thing live, but he was on a tear. Would you like to enlighten us on your opinions? And then we are going to get to the new lawsuit that is filed in Levy County. It is still locked. However, somebody pointed out something to me this morning that I did not see. And surprisingly, it wasn't Spawn. Usually Spawn's the one when I send him a document or talk about something with him. He's like, did you notice this? Somebody else pointed this out to me this morning, that Randy Shockett is actually a party.
Yep.
And not just the lawyer.
Yeah, hang on a minute. Just for the record, ladies and gentlemen, members of the jury, Ewoks and Wookiees, the reason I haven't been paying attention that much is because I've been freaking editing for the last week and working as well. So I'm sorry. Anyway.
Yep, and I have to go do a mama duty. So I have to go.
So would you like me to?
You do what you two do, because I know y'all can hold down streams by yourselves. So.
Okay. Well,
and away we go.
Okay. Well, roger that. Well, for the people who missed my stream the other night, it was what I call a nightcap. So you come into a cocktail bar, get yourself a chair, get yourself a cocktail. A cocktail, ladies, is a drink. Anyway, the reason I actually went through it, and I do admit, I did say this on my stream, that I actually used AI to get different variations of possible legal ramifications in regards of what was said. Now, on the 7th of November, okay, the first 46 minutes were basically accusations and allegations. It wasn't anything based on hearsay. It wasn't speculation or allegedly. It was accusations. Correct. Basically naming Mr. Hales multiple times, multiple times that he contacted the school. He sent emails to 247, if I can remember correctly, email addresses. Now, the moment she started saying that, I knew straight away that, first of all, if you call anyone, or you, especially in the States, you've got caller ID, you've got, reverse ID, a school, right, has protection. It will know who's calling, right? And like she even said herself when they were backtracking on the 9th, the first 38 minutes of it, when they backtracked but still sort of indirectly accused Jeremy Hales of calling that school. But the thing is, on the 7th, though, it was accusation after accusation after accusation. So what I did, I took that video and I put it into AI, into 3 different programs. The issue was, though, it gave me legal ramifications that could come back to bite them in the eye. And to be perfectly honest with you, I think this is now the no turning back type of line, because at the end of the day, the remarks and the statements that were made by the crampon, the legal ramifications, it will get her in a lot of trouble now. The fact that these people are in a court case, in a federal court case alone, let alone anything else, the more they talk, the worse they make it for themselves. So in my stream, that's what I was talking about. If you want to go and check it, you go and check it, right? But I'm not going to plug the stream here, no. But that's what I spoke about. Now, on the 9th, they started backtracking, and you had even Swamp Lizard talking out of his backside as well, right? And the whole thing, not once but twice. This is only twice where we lost Pam. We lost my pretty Pam. Where are you? The fact that they carried on talking about it, it makes no sense to me that someone so arrogant, and so stupid at the same time, the person who has grifted and lied through their teeth, the person who even basically said to Lynette Preston, well, if you want to sue me, I'll use the money that I've got left to get myself legal, The one who lied about how getting the fence money when they already had it in October last year. Everything these people have said, right? The fact that they have never shown any factual proof. There was no factual proof whatsoever on either of those streams. None whatsoever. And the fact that we're talking about luscious lips as well, it makes no sense. It makes no sense. And what's happened to? Well, hang on a minute. What's going on here? Where is she gone? I thought she'd be back. But anyway, so now we just need to wait until.
I'm here.
Oh, you are?
I'm here.
No, my pretty is waiting.
Oh.
She fell out.
Yeah.
She fell out. There you go. She's back.
Okay.
But there's one thing I noticed. And like the thing is, like, devil fan, you said deep dive, right? I'm not going to deep dive into stuff like that because first of all, I don't live in the country. Second of all, I don't have access to, a lot of the stuff that I need to actually like look up law, different cases and law cases and stuff like that. But one thing I can say is that everything they did in the on live stream on the 1st, on the 7th and the 9th. On the 7th, it was accusation after accusation, and it wasn't like hearsay. It wasn't sort of like, oh, it may be that or maybe that. No, it was factual allegation. It was a factual. Jeremy did this. Jeremy did that. Jeremy did this. I got told that Jeremy did this. Jeremy did that. So, and if you're going to make a statement, like if I say, oh, my pretty said this, but I'm not sure, that is speculation, and it also comes under the basis of allegedly. So unless I've got factual proof, all I can do is speculate. However, there was a big difference between a speculation and accusation, and that's what she was doing on the 7th. On the 9th, she sort of started backpedaling. She was like and ahhing and when she laughs like that, that she's just making crap up.
Absolutely.
Now, at the end of the day, obviously, Squid did a stream yesterday, I believe, about the case of the matter that we are discussing right now.
Yes, for those of you who didn't see my stream yesterday, I found a document that Lips and her husband it's mostly her husband, but she is a party in that and a defendant in that case too, the foreclosure case that has nothing to do with Jeremy. However, they are avoiding service, which I just found so interesting considering the other people that are avoiding service. It's like they're two peas in a pod, no pun intended. It's the same personality, just
different people.
Yeah, and if, I don't know about what my pretty thinks, because usually my pretty always throws me an anchor and it pulls me back and then comes in with educated responses.
I did hear somebody sent me a message overnight that said apparently somebody's super chatted another streamer last night and said that they found out, or they said that I found out about this information. Apparently these people had no idea that this information existed. I'm like, well, at least I'm doing something positive, contributing to society.
It just shows that they wait for other people to bring it up and then they jump on it and then use it. But that's beside. Anyway, I don't want to digress from what I was saying. What I find quite interesting is that, excuse me for the cough. What I find quite interesting is twofold. One, the fact that if there's an ongoing, and just for the record, if there is an ongoing investigation, and I can speak from experience, right, and so can Squid, because when we investigate things, right, you don't discuss it with anyone outside the investigation team. You don't discuss it with anyone except the chain of command within your investigation team. That means you don't discuss it with a third party, like some sort of absolute freaking
I
turnip of a
realized
person.
very early on in my quote unquote YouTube career, because I really don't know what the hell this shit is. I look up information, I get in front of a camera, and I let you guys know. But I learned very, very easily with people I love, by the way. Like, I have nothing against these people at all. Like, do not hate anybody. However, I would talk to them about, hey, do you want to collaborate on something? And then all of a sudden, like, it would be a topic of conversation on their channels. And I'm like, oh, let's not collaborate with anybody because.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm a loner.
I mean, it's like, you know, I mean, I've been approached on multiple occasions, like, and I'm going to say this quite freely because all three of us sitting here right now, all three of us we are able, believe it or not, boys and girls, we can take criticism.
Yeah, as long as it's constructive.
Oh,
like
yeah.
someone just calling me fat on when I post a short in relation to an article that I read and a court case I'm going to talk about, and someone goes, "You're on your way to the gym. It's not working." I'm like,
you know, I mean,
exactly.
yeah, I mean, here's the thing. If we collaborate and we're on each other's streams, okay, there's a reason for it. But sometimes we may not agree, and there's been times where like Squid and I have like banged heads
all the time, every day.
Yeah, and even my pretty and myself, we've sort of like, and my pretty I am more the thumper, and she will go, come back. This is what we're gonna go. Let's go this way, and then I'll go, and she'll go, no. This is, and you know, it's. But one thing I can say is that like we don't have to fabricate anything to prove what other people are doing and saying. Now, everyone has seen the crampons. Everyone knows about their live streams, and the fact that people
I don't even watch their live streams, and I hear about this shit all the time.
Yeah, and the fact that people didn't do their research and actually go, well, hang on a minute, who knows about what's going on? And like, you know, when you've got one or two people posting, and then someone saying, oh, they received an email from the headmaster, or you know, like, but at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, Ewoks and Wookiees and members of the jury. If there is an ongoing investigation by the police or by anyone else, especially when it comes to schools or universities or anything like that, they will not freaking discuss it with outside sources, especially not someone like her.
Well, M. Marsh brings up a really good point, because when I found that information, because the original way I found that information that they were avoiding service was literally just someone had asked me, hey, can you look up to see if she had any court dates on Friday? Because that would be an easy way to see that she wasn't at school. Like right. It would, you know, an easily provable or easy way to disprove.
And she did have a Zoom hearing that day. She did have a Zoom hearing at like 11:30ish.
Not in any of the cases that I saw, but I don't. It's not that I don't believe you. I just didn't see that in the court cases that I looked up. But once I found this, I kind of like went on a rabbit hole, you know?
Oh, yeah. I do that all the time.
And, oh, look who's actually in chat.
Well. Hey, so your nose does work. You can sail. Good. Hello, Deuce Boy.
Oh. That's an interesting theory.
That is an interesting theory.
I am not going to comment on that.
I won't have an opinion either.
I have no comment on that. Yeah, I have absolutely no comment on that for way more than one reason.
Oh, can I just say something very quickly? Hey, Deuce Boy, how's your court case going, mate? I'm sorry. No, I'm not.
I'm just shocked that you actually showed up.
I'll go into my corner. I'm going to go back into my. I'll go in my cage. I'll go sit in my cage.
Yeah,
Hey, look, you got to give him credit. He shut us all three up. Come on now.
Well, no, he didn't shut me up.
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, I have got an opinion, but
I've got plenty of opinions.
Yeah, I'm not going to waste
none
my
of
energy.
which are appropriate for YouTube.
Amen.
No, exactly. Yeah. I mean, let's put it this way, Deuce Boy. I mean, you want to like spark that little fuse, but here's the thing: don't you think that you've got enough problems as it is?
Instigating crap is not you got work to do. He's just day drinking and getting lit. Okay. Anyway.
Yeah, and also,
it must be 15 minutes on the hour. No, I'm just
hey, and something else, Deuce Boy, stop letting your wife write all the freaking legal documents, because I think you can do way better than that. Oh boy.
Just don't use AI, because it didn't work out well for Zach Young's lawyer. I still can't believe that motion that I read from the judge in Bay County. Oh my God. Like, and I love that judge too, but he wrote that like this is the sequel that nobody wants. Could you imagine if oh shit, what's his name? Oh my God. So could you imagine if the judge in the Zach Young case in Bay County, Florida had this crap?
Oh my gosh.
Because he literally wrote, this is the sequel that nobody wanted.
Oh God. Oh, wait a minute. Didn't he have something stricken the other day or today? When was it? Hey, Deuce Boy, didn't you have something stricken?
He did.
Oh,
I don't have access to that case. But Bruce, if you want to apologize for, laughing at the possibility of my daughter choking, now's your chance.
Yeah. And also, Bruce, why aren't you sort of like holding hands with the crampons? Why aren't you on the platform all the time? What's happened? Have you realized that they're going to get you into even more trouble than you already are?
All right, I'm gonna get into Jeff's super chat here. Jeffrey Montgomery, thanks for the $5 super chat. Help with your research fees. Keep up the good work. Make sure you have no nose plugs for when you break into the sewer. No fruit flows freely. Oh my goodness.
Well, at least someone's coming. At least he came in to give us a good laugh. That's the fact.
Yeah, that was yeah. Like I said, everybody, as long as you're respectful,
Right.
On this channel is welcome. You would pull any shit on my new channel. I told my mods on my new channel during a live stream, people get one opportunity to be told to stay in line or stay on topic, and then they get yeeted for 24 hours. There is no ifs, ands, or buts. This one, I'm a little bit more lenient with letting people, because I want to hear what people have to say. Over there, that's my career, and unlike Bruce, I don't fuck around with my career.
Exactly. Don't take no chances.
I don't fuck around with my professional certifications that I still have. I don't have a state license right now, so I am not working, and I never want to work, but I do want to keep my national certification and my corrective exercise certification. And in order to do that, I kind of have to have ethics. You might want to take note, Bruce. Just saying. Yeah.
What's the difference between Bruce Matskin and a doornail?
A doornail is thinner?
No, a doornail is handy to have around.
Playing devil's advocate. He has super chatted me. It was a long time ago, but I think I still have the when he was trying to explain himself why he was talking shit about my daughter. And he says it's not talking shit. I was just laughing at someone's comment. You were laughing at the possibility of a 2-year-old at the time choking on an Apple Pencil. That's not laughing. That's being a fucking dick.
Absolutely. Yep.
Which is why forever on my shit list will be Bruce.
And also, don't forget,
I will never pass up an opportunity to laugh.
And also, you were using. He was talking to. And he was also using alt accounts as well.
Oh yeah.
And the sad part is he could have really made a different kind of name for himself if he had just handled himself in a professional way. He could have really, made himself much more, I don't know, not likable, but respected.
There's certain people that no matter how hard
I
they
guess
try,
respected is the word. More respected if he had handled himself professionally.
Well,
but me and Bruce both know he's not professional.
Lawyers are supposed to be held to a higher standard. Lawyers, doctors,
judges. You think?
Do you know where Bruce went wrong?
Yeah. His mom didn't follow him.
No, yeah. the moment he opened his mouth on Facebook, if he had Bruce, here, listen, sunshine. If you'd have kept your mouth shut and your opinions to yourself, right? I mean, you've been, practicing law for what, 26 years, 27 years? I mean, if you'd have kept your mouth shut and stayed off Facebook and other platforms, people probably would have taken you a little bit more serious. However, you're like a spoiled little infant who doesn't get their lollipop, and you run around going, I mean, and the moment you posted on Facebook, that was it. And then you had the audacity.
No offense.
Yeah, and then you had the audacity to attack people, especially females. And that's one thing I noticed. So I thought I'd give you the, how can I put it? Hello, I'm Dr. Spawn. Here's your medicine. Please take it. But not through your mouth. And you seem to have just deteriorated from there. And it was all about you. And you wanted PR. Well, you got the PR, sunshine, but not the PR you wanted.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, it's like with the sovereign citizens and people that you see on these, YouTube videos. The time to try your court case is not on the side of the road. Your court case should be tried in a courtroom. And that's the part that he's missing, that you don't try your court case in the media. Your court case needs to be tried in the courtroom because that's all that matters.
And that's why some of this out of court stuff is kind of fun to laugh at sometimes, but at the end of the day, you don't really pay attention to shit stirs, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter.
No,
it's like the people who wake up on a daily basis and hate me. They don't matter. They don't matter. Like Bruce probably wakes up on a daily basis pissed that I exist. But guess what? I'm here.
It don't matter. It don't change a thing.
It don't change a damn fucking thing.
I mean, with a nose like that, I wonder if he has to wear one of those thing like Darth Vader masks or whatever they call it, like when you sleep apnea thing. I mean, by the way, Jeff, if you at his name and he's still it pops up, then he's still.
Oh yeah, I tagged him. He's still lurking.
Yeah. But here's one question.
And hi, Rosalind. How are you?
Oh, hi, Ros.
I brought up her comment. I brought up her comment on the screen. Just never said hi to her. I'm like, probably.
Hi, Rosalind. One question I do have for Deuce Matskin, or shall I call you Deuce Foreskin, or whatever you want to call BBB, blah 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 blah. Right, I've got a question for you, Numbnut. All right, because obviously I've got I'm not. You don't scare me one bit. Even if I lived in the States, you don't scare me. One thing I want to ask you. Are you willing to take the stand and to state how much money Lisa Rabusi got from all the donations, everything for Lynette Preston that was supposed to go directly to Lynette Preston but never went? How much money did you get in all of this?
Rosella, you bring up a really I forgot about this name. What's the difference between, he called him Beelzebubbles, and I loved that name. It made me laugh so much. Beelzebubbles makes onions cry.
Beelzebubbles.
I love that name.
And the answer.
I got high freckles gingers here. I got high freckles ginger. I'm hiding.
But he'll never speak against Lisa openly like that. It'll never happen. Because then he'll lose face. He can't do that. And plus, Lisa knows too much. He can't take a chance on Lisa saying what she knows, because I doubt very seriously he got anybody to sign a non-disclosure. Ha.
I just found the fact that like now someone can actually go and say he was in my chat because he was. The other time it was like he just got a gifted membership. So like you don't have to be in the chat to get a gifted membership. This time he was actually here and I have it screenshotted.
I mean, to be perfectly honest with you, I think he came in here, commented in here because he wanted to be spoken about.
Probably,
you know,
but it's like the fact that he's still watching, it's like thanks for the ad revenue and the watch hours. Hey, Deuce, if you could go because I know you're getting up there in age. I started a new channel.
Oh snap!
To
plug that show girl. Plug that show.
Sorry, I started a new channel and I'm doing a 5-week. Not this week's video is the sitting cause pain, and because never mind. You might it doesn't really have to do with being a pain in the ass, but it could if you want to spin it that way. But I'm doing a 5-week series on fall prevention starting next week. I'm scripting it and working through the research right now. So like if y'all could go over there and subscribe to that channel, that would be really
Hey JK, how you doing, brother? Oh, by the way, Squid,
Tammy, the interesting thing about this show is it's never on the rails.
Yeah, may I have your permission to post the link to my gaming platform?
Of course.
Well, thank you very much.
Can someone, and I know probably everybody in here subscribes to Rosalind too, but can someone post Rosalind's link just in case there's the odd chance that someone in here doesn't subscribe to Rosalind because they're crazy? Go subscribe to her because she's been doing like breakdowns. I think we're on part like 10 now of deconstructing a conspiracy, like, and it's going back all the way Northport, putting together text messages, and it's putting together all the like
all the
how we got here.
Yeah.
No. I can tell you, I'm going to step in now and I'm going to say it as it is. Nothing has derailed this stream because the only reason we're not talking about the fact of the stupidity or the lack of intelligence from the crampons in regards to the school topic is because if you smack the shit out of a dead donkey, you're not going to get anywhere. So you just go to the next stables and get a horse. Now, one thing I do want to say though, my question to you two and to anyone in chat who has, oh my God, wait a minute, Deuce Boy's here. Deuce, do not respond to this question. You do not have the right to respond because I want real legal advice. What are the legal ramifications of Lisa Ramusi saying what she did on the 7th and the 9th on her streams in regards of the accusations against Jeremy Hales, considering that she is already a defendant in multiple fucking cases?
But and hey, Mr. Lady, how are you? There's another thing that I have a question, and there's some kind of difficult things that I want to discuss, and difficult in the sense of like not 100% positive to Jeremy, which I'm critical of Jeremy on this channel. I'm critical of everybody on this channel because that's just what I do. I'm not mean about it, except for Bruce and Fleesa because they talked about my kids. So fuck you, Bruce. However, I just have certain questions like, okay, Fleesa, obviously, like there is no question that was defamation.
Absolutely.
Like there is no question in hell. Like that's obvious. What happens to her? Does Jeremy file a lawsuit against her? And how many lawsuits are too many lawsuits? Because we have to come to this conclusion that sometimes, unfortunately, even though people piss us off and we want revenge and we have the means to get revenge and justice, and I say revenge and like my petty self always wants to get some sort of revenge on some people, but the best revenge is a life well lived.
Right. And
the best revenge is to not acknowledge people because people want attention. So like how many lawsuits is too many, because I've seen some of Randy's filings lately, and they're getting to be almost like he's not giving it 100% because he can't.
Well, there's 6 against Lynette right now.
And
there's
Randy
6
did file in Megan and Tug's, Megan, Tug, Jeremy, and George's defamation lawsuit in Orange County. Randy did file a, hey, I'm going to be unavailable during these times. I wrote them down. I forget what they are right now. It's to the point where when you go through so many different cases and so many different documents, if I don't write shit down, I can't remember what lawsuit I was in on what day, when I saw it, and where it is. I can't even find shit on my own computer anymore because I can't remember where I saved it, because I'm like, was I on my phone when I was looking this up? And if I was on my phone, did I save it to the wrong spot? Like I
have to make a picture for each court case so that I know what each court case is about, so that I can keep it straight myself.
And I do kind of have like a detective board. It's a
with all the strings.
Well, it's I designed it kind of like a pegboard, like the red strings, like the detective board, but I called it the petty, or oh crap, I gotta remember what I called it. This is what I can't even remember. Like, I have it, it's just in my like it's a petty vision board. I had like a cute name for it, but it was pretty much like the it was my petty vision board.
Thank you, Heather.
Wait, I got confused for a second. Sorry.
No, I appreciate that. Yeah. But that's another topic for another day.
Sorry, Heather. I got so damn confused for a half a second. I was like, who the hell are you talking to, Spawn?
Yeah.
You never call me by my first name. Like, it was like, who are you fucking talking to? Oh, wait. So,
what was I gonna? I just noticed something in chat. It's already been dealt with. Good one, Freckles. One thing, like, here's my question though. With all these, with the federal cases going on and with the lawsuits, hang on a minute. Come on, Brian, catch up. Ding. There you go. Now we know that the Knobstacle is here, watching and listening. Okay. So we'll just leave him alone for a second. Let's go back onto the normal topic.
Obstacle.
Now, when you've got
no, Heather, I totally wasn't like, I know that I wasn't. It's the fact that we share a first name, and the fact that he never calls me by my first name. So when he said Heather, I didn't see your comment at first, and I got confused thinking he was talking to me, and I was like, oh shoot.
Hey Kurt, how you doing, brother?
so I know you acknowledged me, and I thank you for that. I just got confused for a second because I was like, wait, Spawn doesn't call me by my first name.
Anyway, so right, so it, like, with these federal cases going on, and especially what's happened in regards to this allegation and defamation and slander about the school situation, could those allegations, or if he wants to press charges against them, could they be added to the federal case that they've got, or do they have to stay separate?
Sorry, say that again.
Say it one more time.
Okay, I'll try it in Americanese now.
Yeah,
right.
yeah, bring it down for us.
I did not dox myself. Somebody else tried to do that a long time ago by posting my Facebook page. And the fact that they posted my Facebook page on my other channel, I go by my first name because most of you know it anyway. And if someone's going to try to dox me like by saying my first name. It's like, okay, like
it's attempt of intimidation, but yeah, whatever.
yeah, it backfired because my whole channel on my second channel is all my first name. So
anyway, so what? Right. So I'm going to try this in Americanese, so please bear with me. When you have heard the allegations that Crampon made on her streams on the 7th, and then tried to backtrack, but still made allegations on the 9th about Jeremy phoning up the school and sending emails and everything else. Could he, because obviously we're talking about defamation, slander, and false accusations, can he take these allegations and add them to the federal cases, the cases that are going on against them? Or would that have to be a separate case completely?
I think he can use it as evidence.
yeah, he might be able to use it as evidence.
But
However,
he can't sue her outright for for this particular incident. He would have to do a whole nother case. I don't believe at this point in the game he could go back and amend the complaint. I'm not sure.
If he, I mean, he could always ask for leave, but I think at this point, Randy knows that the judge is going to be like, no, this has gone too fucking far, and we got too much shit going on already. Like, no.
So he can use it to prove his other point.
Yes.
Of the tortious interference, what she's doing to his business.
The conspiracy, because she was defaming him over something that wasn't even involving her.
Yeah. And not just her, but Swamp Lizard was there as well. Now, one thing there was two other ladies in that conversation. Now, one thing I have to, and I'm not, excuse me?
I said, that's using that term lightly.
Yeah. Yeah. But anyway.
I love Tuesdays.
One of them, who I'm not going to name, I have to give this individual some kudos, because this individual basically stepped in and basically interrupted the Crampon and said, well, hang on a second. Jeremy Hales was on Shizzy's stream, and it sort of like knocked the wind out of her sail for a short period of time. And then she went back into it. But I have to give that individual a little bit of kudos, because she had the spine and the man non-stigals to stand up and go, hey, no, this is what happened, but the thing is, when someone actually says, hey, can I just say something, and they say, well, actual fact, no, but so and so and so and so said that and that and that, you would think, well, okay, well, if he said that, I better just move on to another topic, because anything else I say about it, until I know exactly what's going on, but that didn't happen.
Roy brings up a really good point. I'm not afraid to use my real name, and like Tug, my doorbell reloads. I use my spot. Okay. It's not mine. It's ours. I used the spotter scope the other day. I can read the license plate of the person that lives down the block.
Yep. Well, I've got, if you knock on my door, good luck. I mean, if the four, right, I have now got a new nickname for my dog. I am calling him the four-legged fanged bullet.
Yeah, but you have a military working dog as a pet. Like,
I have an attack dog too. You have an attack dog. She's only 5 pounds, but she's a rough and tough
Chihuahua.
I've actually heard her bark, and even that scared me.
No, she's a mix between a Shih Tzu and a Yorkie, and she's only 11 years old. She's my husband's service dog, but she thinks she's big and bad and tough.
She got that little dog syndrome.
Oh yeah,
that's a bloody good question. Sorry to change the subject, because I was just going to ask you. The first time I ever heard a dog type Shih Tzu, I looked at the person. I went, "What did you just call me?" No, but
Carrie, a spotter scope is the scope that the spotter for a sniper uses.
Okay, let me help you on this one. Carrie, a spotter scope is a monocular scope which can magnify the target up to, well, it depends. I mean, like 1,000 yards, you can definitely see the target. And it is.
I could read a book at 1,000 yards.
That's what she said. But the spotter scope is for the team, the secondary team member, who will then point out targets, and he will give him like distance and windage and everything else. It's like a binocular, but only one.
Well, and there's a reason we have a spotter scope.
Okay, Braggy. Don't you dare blink your eyelids at me there, petty officer. Yeah.
Our spotter scope is used for a very specific thing.
That's what she. Anyway, can we just move on, please? Right, Joe. Where's Joe? Joe had a really good comment. Scroll back up. Where is it? Joe. At 8:04 p.m. The school district could sue Lips. Or the question is, could the school district sue Lips, or whatever luscious lips I call luscious lips?
She's not. There's no luscious anything.
No, someone mentioned it, and I thought it sounded good because it's the complete opposite of the actual fact.
Sorry, I say this as someone who's like 40 pounds overweight, so like I have no room to talk on anything. But at the same time, it's like,
stop explaining yourself. Stop it. Anyway, my pretty, what do you think about that question that Joe asked?
I'm sorry, the phone was ringing. I was trying to shut it up. I didn't hear the question Joe asked.
Okay, the question is,
could the school district sue Lips? At a very minimum, they could fire her.
Yeah, they wouldn't sue her. No, they wouldn't. They would just relinquish her contract and get rid of her. They'll never sue her for nothing like that. It's too much cost on the school, because you got to remember, the school sues. Guess who pays that ticket? Guess who pays that?
Taxpayers.
We pay that. We pay that bill for that attorney to sue this idiot. And I'm sorry, that's my opinion. But we pay our, we would be the ones to pay the attorney to do that. So no, it would never pass, to go through something like that. But they definitely need to look. I don't think she needs to be teaching, but that's my personal opinion. She may be a wonderful teacher. I don't know. Yeah. I don't see it happening.
Shelley Huckabee just said school districts like to keep things hush hush. But here's one thing that I don't think that's going to help on this occasion, is because everything about that situation has been put online by a certain cave dweller.
If she hadn't shared, she said all these videos was private until she shared them with somebody. Look, people, if it's too good for you to keep, it's too good for somebody else to keep.
If somebody else could monetize, if someone who's monetized talks about it, don't tell people secrets on YouTube, because secrets don't exist, especially when people are dramatic and they profit off of drama.
To be or not to
be. Keep a secret between two people. Your secret can only happen if you're the only one that knows.
Which is why some of these conspiracy theories in the world, I'm just like, I just don't believe certain conspiracy theories, because I'm like, the amount of people that would have to keep their mouth shut.
Oh my God, yes, right.
Is like ridiculous. And that we all know that shit doesn't happen, because nobody can keep a fucking secret.
Oh, by the way, ladies, I've got a secret.
Somebody.
I've got a secret for you two ladies. Are you ready for this?
Oh, Lord, help us. Do I need to get out my Bible first?
No, you're okay. No, he's got nothing to do with it. You're right now. Did on the moon. Psh, don't tell anyone.
Yeah, okay.
Welcome to the Tuesday shenanigans.
I worked for 26 years in public schools here in Canada. Employees are protected by unions. Yeah, they are here too. But at the same time, like, there is, I believe, certain, and I have to talk to my cousin. She's a teacher. But I believe there are certain things that are like, that don't need the union's approval to fire you.
But
and it might be
the Squid, wouldn't you have to be a licensed teacher to be a part of that union?
I don't know. I can talk to a friend of mine because a couple of friends of mine work for the school district here.
No,
I'm just curious because
It's
there
not
is no
teacher trainees,
license
but
on
like
file
teaching.
in Florida for her as a teacher that we can find so far. There's no.
What
She
about
doesn't hold those credentials that we can find.
I
What
believe
about- I
this. Screenshot this has a really good point. I believe Lips wanted back in the fold so bad she made that channel knowing it would be found.
Well, she's done come up with 2 more channels since then that she's running her mouth on. Two more YouTube channels.
Just a quick one. Where is that comment again? Ralph from L. Hi, Ralph. Bonjour, guten Tag. Assalamu alaikum. Could the parents sue? That's a bloody good question.
They could sue this. I mean, anybody can sue anybody for anything, technically. Like, whether it gets dismissed or not is, remains to be seen. But technically, if you can find a lawyer to file a lawsuit for you. But I mean, there might be lawyers who would take the case against the school district for putting their children in a potentially unsafe situation.
Yeah, if
I don't know what
she's
I don't exactly I don't know all the details. I have not talked to anybody personally about this who has any actual knowledge of what happened. I am just going based on what people have said on YouTube channels, or what Tug's, because for some reason Tug's Facebook posts come up like first. I have no idea why. I very rarely interact with much of anything on Facebook, but like Tug's things come up at the very top of my.
Well, the thing like isn't like each teacher or any school board or headmasters and that they have the responsibility for safeguarding the children and the staff. Now, if you've got a staff member who brings negativity and this type of behavior or this type of negative attention to a school, it's not just endangering. Well, I'm not saying endangering, like physically endangering, but it's putting the school in a light that won't benefit that school in a way. And I think that, like, considering her behavior and considering that, like, she sat on YouTube for multiple streams talking about her own physical and psychological disabilities, there has to be a line drawn where, do you allow this person, to jeopardize the good stature of the facility, or do you do something about it? And considering that what the crampons have done, they've now put a bloody big spotlight, not just on that school, but on the faculty, on the district, on everything else to do with that school. So somewhere down the line, right? It's now the district and the headmaster's responsibility to safeguard the children and the faculty, the other teachers in that school, by removing her from that school, so they don't have any repercussions or fallout from what's happened over the last week.
Well, she says that she told them she had a stalker, and we all know what that is. But I wonder, did she tell them
one of her alternate egos?
Yeah, exactly. Did she tell them she was involved in a lawsuit? I mean, I'm just wondering if these things were disclosed to the school so that the school would have been aware prior to her broadcasting on YouTube pictures of children in her class. Because if you got this stalker person, quote unquote, why would you want to disclose pictures of other people's children that those children might possibly be targeted? I mean, this is how my brain works. I think of all that stuff.
Rosalind's got a good comment. Sorry to interrupt. Rosalind just made a good comment.
The parents would have had to be notified. We have no idea if they were. I'm willing to bet there was a call. She was informed and made up the rest. No panic happened. Just manic episode followed. The manic episode, yeah,
we know that happened.
I also think, but I also think the fact that she didn't want to be found was one of the reasons that she panicked. and not anything to do with Jeremy. Surprisingly enough, for some ungodly reason, some decision that these fucking people made had nothing to do with Jeremy in its initial phase.
Right.
I believe the reason she didn't want to be found and she was so pissed off was because she was evading service in a lawsuit. But when you're evading service and you're found by one and reported on by one of the people who is friends with or associated with, whatever happens behind the scenes, I don't know. So I just say associated with, so I don't assume anything. Associated with someone you hate, you're going to try to find a way to spin it and put it on them.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why I think she freaked out, told Fleesa, and it gave Fleesa the perfect fucking opportunity for Thunder Cunt 1 to
snap.
But it's true. And then she went off like a banshee, like she had a bone in her mouth.
And this is the question I have, Angie, because she said Lips lied and told Fleesa that lie, she's sick. I'm not sure that Lips completely was the one who lied. I think Lips elaborated or like, you know, I wouldn't say lied, but like just made it seem worse than it was. And I'm not sure who was the one that actually told the lie, or it was the combination of the two. Because neither one of them seemed to be the most upstanding citizens as far as ethics, morals, and being honest.
Yeah.
And sometimes shit is boring. Like sometimes life is just boring. Like, you know, but in order to make money on your YouTube channel, shit has to be interesting and dramatic and but who actually embellished. Thank you. My brain could see it.
I could too, and I couldn't get that word out. I knew it started with the E, and I could not get it out.
It's right
it's
there.
It's a foggy day for me, so I'm sorry I couldn't be there to help you with that.
What's it called?
Exaggerated would be another one. Exaggerated, embellished. She might have exaggerated, embellished the story a little bit, and then when it's like the telephone game, when one person says this, and then the story changes a little bit, and then the story changes a little bit more, and then somehow we just get whatever the hell story is out there. To be perfectly honest with you, I could not tell you what actually happened from start to finish. All I can say is that a whole bunch of shit went down, and they're saying that Jeremy doxed her. And it was like, one, that's like, only me was in here yesterday. And no offense to only me. Like, you can have your opinion. You're entitled to it. But he was like, Megan doxed her. And it was like, Megan said where she worked. One, that's not doxing at all. Like, your employment is public record.
She's so on the her name is on the website. Her name is on the website.
Yeah, that's not doxing, even if
excuse me.
Like, say that like the worst person in the world said where I worked. Like, that would, the person I hated the most said where I worked. Like, that's still not doxing me. Is it kind of like would I want that information out there? Probably not. However, it's not doxing, for one, and two, as much as we hate it, public information and releasing public information is not necessarily illegal. It's kind of a shitty thing to do, but it's not illegal. But once again, releasing your place of work is not personal information.
We walk around with the name of our company on our shirts all the time. We walk around with the badge hanging from us that is our, is your ID card to get into your work. I mean, it's not doxing. It's not necessarily maybe the best thing to do, but it is nothing wrong with it.
Randy Worthington made the comment earlier on, and I actually brought this up myself in my stream, if I may say it, is that he said, how has the Fleas channel not been taken down breaking TOS and guidelines? That is a bloody good question, because the thing is, considering that they are in a legal court case and a federal case and everything else, and considering that they are disseminating false information and making false accusations, that is a bloody good question.
And Mary said we're things twisted, so if Lips got fired for the video, JH could be the scapegoat. I mean, that's a very, and all this is speculation because I don't know. Because I don't talk to anybody about this. Like, I'm so busy lately. I don't talk to people who are like Spawn, and I don't even talk on a daily basis anymore, and that's like weird. Like,
Yeah, but
I don't
I've
talk
been
to a bunch of
editing
people who I used to talk to like every day
Yeah.
because life.
Life
know?
gets in the way. Absolutely.
Yeah. And also,
Like-
I've been quite busy as well, editing and everything else. But don't you fret. You're going to get calls every day from now on. So don't you fret.
Well, my point was like I don't talk to a bunch of people who I used to talk to all the time, just because, not because like of anything in particular, just because life.
Yeah, well, busy. It's life. I mean,
Running trying to be active on 2 channels, like, it's fucking hard. Like, I don't know how people have like multiple accounts and multiple channels, because I'm like, how the hell do I run 1 channel, let alone 2?
I mean, hello. I mean, the only reason I started the second channel is because I want to separate the gaming from what you said earlier on. I just want to separate them two, because I want people to be able to go and decompress and relax and enjoy. But the thing is, when we talk, sometimes we don't have to verbally talk to each other. We can type to each other, and like we do that all the time. Excuse me. But when it comes to conversations, when we really want to.
So Sarcastic told Rosalind it's because you're so pretty. Rosalind told Sarcastic that they need to get their eyes.
No, what scares me with Rosalind is that freaking face expression and lollipop. I'm like, nope.
It's the shoulder. It's the sexiest shoulder on YouTube.
There's only one pretty lady in my life, and that's my queen.
But yet he complains, my pretty, that we share custody.
I know,
right? We had to have a custody arrangement the other day.
Yeah, and the thing is, I don't even get the memo. I don't get the choices of what I want to eat. I go from one. I feel like a ball attached to a bloody bungee.
She's just glad that we babysit him once in a while so she can get a break, is what it is.
I think that's it.
She's like, you want to go talk to the girls? No problem. Go on over there. Go on. Go sit on the computer for a little while.
And Buck Naked, thanks for the $5 super chat. She has shorts up defaming him now, a channel that the profile begins by accusing him of stalking and really piling them up.
Oh yeah, that's the second one that she's made since this, that she's got, that she's putting stuff on. And the name of it's like stalk or something, I forget. It's like,
well, and here's my thing is like or hate somebody, like I will never understand ever. And this goes for anybody, like not just YouTube, but like you claim that you hate somebody, but yet you put so much time and effort into thinking about them on a daily basis. What could some of these people do with their time, and how productive? Like, some of these people might have been, who knows, the person to cure cancer if they would focus their attention on something positive.
Oh yeah, she had. Look, let me give the devil her due. Okay, she, in the very beginning, when she got started as becoming a lawyer, the reason she said she wanted to become an attorney, to me, was very honorable. It was a very great reason to want to go through all of that at a point in her life when she did. She could have made so many changes for different people and affected their lives in great ways.
Well, I didn't realize until yesterday that she had been married 3 times.
Who?
Yeah.
Lips.
Yeah. One was to a
in the documents that we went over yesterday, it had her marriages on it.
One was to a guy that was in a band, and I forget his name to save my life right this second. I can tell you later, but I can't tell you right now. I can't look it up. But
I will be right back. I just want to get to this member chat real quick, and then the little is pulling me in a direction that I don't know what she wants, so I'm gonna make sure she didn't destroy my house. But Deanna, thank you for being a member for 3 months. Happy Veterans Day, dear. Love y'all. Love you too. Like, I wouldn't have a channel if it weren't for y'all. Like, technically speaking, I wouldn't have a channel if it wasn't for Rosalind, because like she's amazing, because she helped me with damn near everything. Damn near everything. Like,
She
how do I
is
fucking
right.
do this? Was my question
She
to Roslyn.
is right special. I'll give you that. She is
Like-
right special.
But
Hi, sweetie. You being a good girl?
Exactly. Like Rosalind says she had a stalker, and he actually passed away this year, and she spent 20 years hiding from him. But she would never have called him out all over the internet. Exactly. Why would you bring attention to yourself? If you've got a person stalking you, why would you bring attention to where you are and what you're doing and all this stuff? It makes absolutely no sense.
I think,
So-
I mean, I'll be perfectly honest with you. If I ever had a stalker, I'd think they'd get bored really quickly.
so this logo that you see up in the corner, Rosalind made that for me. This
That's
nice,
nice.
pretty Squid Pro Quo logo.
Oh,
Yeah. She's a very talented, very, very talented graphic designer. Very, very talented.
Yeah, I've watched, I've seen some of her content, and it's quite interesting.
I have to go figure out what my child wants because she keeps hitting the start and stop button on the robot vacuum cleaner, and she's like so proud of herself. So I'm wondering if something got sucked up in it. And
Well, yeah, you go away. We'll cause chaos. Don't you worry.
you cause chaos wherever you go.
No, I
But-
don't. That's not true. It's controlled chaos, mate. Hello.
She knew it was hard for you to work your mouth to tell that lie.
Do you know what? I was going to carry on talking, and I look up again, and then she turned the camera back on. I'm like,
So some thrive on the attention. I can think of one. And sweet little baby squid, how she makes me smile. Palmer's, how are you doing? Hugs, my dear.
"Ooh,
Hugs,
Pam,
hugs, hugs. I have
Absolutely.
not seen you in a while. In a couple of days, I have not talked to you. I hope you are doing well. I'm not going to get into it, but prayers for Palmer's if you are the praying type or you are the positive vibes type. She could use all the positive vibes anyone could ever get. We love her. And D spills the tea, just lurking. How are you? Good to see you. All right, I'm gonna go try to figure out what my child is doing. I know it's not markers this time, but you know, I hear the
The
I hear all
vacuum.
the stuff. So we're gonna go make sure she didn't destroy anything. I will be right back.
I miss those days. I ain't gonna lie to you. I do miss those days.
Yeah, I mean, like, hopefully this Chris, I'll be reading out a couple of more stories. Yeah, and yeah, my thoughts and prayers are with you at Homestead. So, but anyway, what was I going to say?
Did you see that secondary YouTube thing that she's put up, Lips has put up, talking about Jeremy, Megan, and Doug, and everybody leave me alone. I don't know any of you people. She knew us well enough when she was the bully exterminator.
Oh yeah,
She knew all our
yeah.
names then. Yeah,
Yeah.
She
I mean,
knew
I
everything.
find it quite strange. I mean, like, one thing I've noticed over all this time is that people like to bully and attack and defame. Well, freaking, do you know what? These words, stalking, harassment, defaming, slander, and everything else. I think I've learned more about those words from this situation than I have
Absolutely.
ever done. I mean, the fact that it's very easy for people to, call someone a stalker, or call someone a harasser, but when you've got someone sitting on a platform, I mean, I'm just saying, I'm just speculating here. When you've got someone sitting on a platform and they accuse someone of contacting a freaking school and emailing the school, and they just flap their gums and they don't show one iota of freaking. It makes no sense to me.
Well, look, I don't understand why she calls Jeremy her stalker. That's what she calls him, is her stalker. Whatever. Why you got to be a stalker just because you're curious about something? Whatever happened to just good old everyday nosiness? Like Mrs. Kravitz on Bewitched. Whatever happened? She wasn't a stalker. She was just nosy.
That's what we have YouTube channels for, because we can be nosy.
Nosy. I mean, let's just
mean,
admit it. We're nosy.
I mean, it's like if there's not one person on this
Is
planet.
it possible to be nosy and not care at the same time? Because that's kind of where I fall.
Yes. There's not one person on this freaking planet, unless they're still children, but there's not one person on this planet who doesn't go, you hear something outside and you pull that curtain and go, oh, what was that? You're always going to be, you're always going to look to see what's going on. And when it comes to stuff like this, people are going to go, I mean, like, I'll speak for myself. When I see someone talking crap, I will say something and I'll point it out, because there's a lot of people who either don't catch it or they miss it, or, they just go, oh, I just spent 5 minutes. But when you actually dissect it and then put it out, and I say, like I've done with the full-blown accusations of something that someone didn't do, then you're like doing, well, hang on a minute. People need to, there are some people who need to hear this from another source, or like hear it from a different person, a different perspective, a different opinion, Yeah,
I'm just kind of that person where it's like, I'm nosy, but I don't care. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, I'm weird. I think it's the I don't know if y'all believe in astrology at all, but I'm a Libra, who's on the Virgo cusp. So I'm a very type A laid back person, which means I care, but I really don't care. And it's like, it's weird. I have this internal struggle every day of like, I care, but I'm really too don't care enough to find out. And then you combine that with the cognitive issues, and I just can't remember.
I question everything. I'm a questioner. I want to know how things work. I want to know how your brain works. I want to know what makes you do the things you do. I question all those things. I admit it.
Dr. Pepper makes my brain work.
Yeah. The brain book.
I mean, like, okay, that's the actual fact. We're on a really good topic here. Do you know why? Because
it makes me curious.
If people actually use their brains, and I'm not being facetious or sarcastic or rude or disrespectful, right? But if people actually thought before they spoke, before they acted, before they if they actually thought about the consequences of their actions, or the consequences of what they say before they say it, a lot of this stuff wouldn't be happening.
True. But true. There's also that that thing, like Rosalind said, when it came to her stalker, and the fact that she would never go on the internet and talk crap about and sorry, Rosalind, I'm not remembering the exact comment you said, because I don't understand why, if you're so scared of someone, that you go online and talk shit about them every night.
I agree.
Like, if I'm scared of someone,
I'm gonna lay low.
Yeah, like I was trying to think of what I would do if I was scared of somebody. Yeah, I wouldn't go online and antagonize them, because if I'm scared of them, or I feel like I'm being stalked, and that's the other thing, when people use that word stalking, they use that word stalking very, very, very loosely.
Yes,
Rosalind's stalker, legit. Looking someone up on the internet and doing a Google search of someone's name.
It's not stalking them.
Not stalking.
That's just being nosy.
No, yeah, that's
looking at someone's Facebook page because it comes up on people you may know.
Yeah.
It's nosy.
Not stalking.
Standing outside their house behind the bushes is stalking.
Standing outside their
calling
window,
them, texting them when they say "leave me alone," stalking.
Yeah, or someone attached to their window with their lips, with their tongue going. That's stalking.
That's voyeurism.
Or that, yeah. Wait, have you got experience? How do you know that was voyeurism?
I think we need to do like a stalking versus not stalking.
Yeah.
Like behavior. Like, because Rosalind, when she was covering Jody and Ruby and Jody, she did Is It a Cult? And she had Is It a Cult? And she had like, hey, signs of a cult, like, is it a cult? Yes and no. Like behaviors. And it was like kind of the yes or no box. We need to have like, is it stalking? Yes, no, and put the behavior. Because like looking somebody up on the internet repeatedly over and over and over and over again could be considered creepy at a certain point. But Googling public information, not stalking. Showing up at someone's workplace when they want you to leave them alone, stalking.
Can I just say something for the record? My job that I do online entails me doing research on people and on companies and stuff like that. And sometimes I have to go back there multiple times. It's not stalking, it's researching information. Okay. Now, there's a big difference if you take that information and then you start harassing or you start, going after that person continuously, right? Then that's a different thing. That comes under cyber crime. Now, if you're in person, right, you're doing research on people, and then suddenly you bump into that person in person and go, oh, I know where you live and I know that. That is the first basis of stalking.
Well, Sarcastic has a really good point. I had a guy that not only knew my first name and that I lived on post, he went through the phone book, found me, and kept showing up in my home. Stalking.
That's when a Manelli M4 shotgun comes out of the blinking closet.
Yeah. Rosalind, parking down the block, waiting for you to get home and then calling you. Stalking. Like, definitely, like stalking behaviors are real. But
so, Jeremy driving by Lynette's house and videotaping as he drives by is not stalking her.
No, that is especially when the judge at the time, if I'm remembering correctly, it was Judge Grudge at the time, and he basically told Jeremy if it's not on video, it didn't happen.
Correct. And
which is and then you say that on court record, and then you wonder why everything is recorded. Like
well, you look at Tesla's video record as they drive down the street. It's not stalking. Everybody's got a Ring doorbell camera. It's recording. It's not stalking. Now, if you hide in the bushes across the street and, you got on the whole ghillie suit and you got the camera out, and the binoculars and you're sitting out there for 3 or 4 days, well, that might be a different story. You got some issues at that point.
Okay, well,
or if you literally have a bunch of security cameras that you literally aim at one person's house.
Right, they're not around your whole house. There's like 20 in one place.
But they're all aimed. Like we have some of our cameras, like you can see other people's houses from our security cameras, but it's to make sure that we have all of our property covered, and it's just like collateral damage that their houses are covered, but they are not directly aimed at people's houses.
Yeah,
like if our camera in the back was not aimed at the back of our house, but aimed at our neighbor's back door,
right?
That could be seen as like
intrusion. Can I just point something out? I am actually fully qualified to install CCTV. And one thing I can tell you right now, all right, CCTV cameras will pick up more than you actually know. Now, when you put up a camera, all right, say if you like at your house, you're at your house and you want to install cameras. Here are three steps you take. One, you go and knock on your next door neighbor's door and say, hey, I'm going to be installing CCTV. There may be a possibility it'll catch some of your property as well. Are you okay with that? 99% of the time, people say it's okay because what you're doing, you're also protecting their property. Point 2, when you put the cameras in, the cameras are there to protect your property. So therefore, if your property goes all the way up to the curb where the road is, right? You can cover that. Now, if it picks up the other side of the road and picks up their garage, as long as you're not pointing it directly at their windows and you bring it down, right? Because you don't have to have it that high, you bring it down, right? That's 2. And 3, right? If someone's got cameras and they've got it pointed like Lynette had hers pointed, where they covered the whole road, it wasn't really directed at their property, but more to watch people go past. And that's why most of the time when you saw footage or screenshots from those cameras that they used, it wasn't to protect the property, it was to attack and use against Jeremy Hales. Now that is a no-no.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, and Freckle sending a text message telling me what I'm wearing while I'm in my living room watching TV, stalking. Yeah, that's creepy. But like here, I was in physical therapy until and Carrie, I'm gonna break this down because the way you say it, I'm gonna break it down based on my experience in a clinic. One of your therapists. So this person was directly working with you. It wasn't like some random therapist, because we had a gym. We had like 12 therapists in our rehab gym at any given time. Like your therapist, like you had a relationship with them and you were talking to them. They was always in a mood and looked like she sulked. I told her to smile. She actually complained to the head therapist like it's wrong to say smile. Like, and that could be considered creepy if you were like, oh, smile. You could talk about them. At a certain point, it does get awkward. But like, if you're just saying, hey, why don't you smile every once in a while? It's good for the soul.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
so I would actually like to hear Lynette or the Crampons or Swamp Lizard or any of the other idiots. I want to hear them come in here, or I want them to say what they would consider if the police was sitting on the street in a car at 2 o'clock in the morning. Is that stalking? Just asking, just question of interest. Because the thing is, if you're accusing someone who's driving past, but then after what happened between Numbnut and Jeremy with the pew pew, right? Jeremy recording when he drives past that property, recording is not just for transparency or for accountability, but it's also for protection. And especially if a judge turns around and says, well, if you haven't filmed it, so
yeah, I think it was Frankie Fuzzface, or I'm sorry, somebody up here had a mostly harmless fuzzball. I knew there was fuzz in there. I just and then Levy County told Jeremy, you must not have been too afraid of them if you were recording them. Yeah, it's like you can't freaking win. Like you're damned if you do and damned if you don't. If you don't record it, it didn't happen. But if you record it, you're obviously not scared. Like, please make this shit make sense. And like, I don't always agree with Jeremy, but at the same time, some of the things that have happened to him, you look at and you're like, what the actual fuck?
Yeah, I mean, I've had this question in my head, and I think it's the first time. I don't know, but don't quote me. I think it's the first time that we've discussed this. It's the fact that you've got police who will watch, properties or stuff like that. You got private investigators who will watch stuff and stuff, So, when it comes to those clowns, I don't think they would have an answer for it, because the thing is, you can't paint one side with one paintbrush and then paint something else differently. You either treat everything the same or you don't. It's as simple as that. If you're driving down a freaking road, protecting yourself on a camera, right? One thing, that's not stalking. That is protecting yourself. That's evidence when it comes to it. If you're sitting on a street at 2 o'clock in the morning with a camera taking pictures of a property, right? That's when you got two different worlds. One, there's a freaking weirdo sitting in a car. Right. Or two, it's the police doing an operation and watching.
And it would be completely different if Jeremy filmed and then like sat at the end of his driveway and just sat there and filmed. Totally different situation, but that's not what happened.
Broadcast everything that he films.
Yeah, I know that we can. I know.
And he doesn't broadcast everything that he films.
Exactly.
They call us stalkers because we look up stuff online and research it. Well, what about the person that put it online for us to see? Are they the stalkers? I mean, it had to get there somewhere. It didn't just, Santa didn't bring the elves down and it just magically appear on the internet. Somebody had to put it up there. So wouldn't that person, it makes no sense. They strain at gnats and swallow at camels when it comes to stuff like this. I know it's that Southern coming out.
I mean, I could tell you.
I heard it, and I was just like, "Here we go." Hey, North Carolina.
I could tell you a horror story that happened to me many years ago. But I tell you one thing, it would make you think twice about leaving windows open at night.
The good part about not having a good memory is I can't remember some of the shitty things that happened to me.
But the fact that when you're sitting on a platform like they do, and you talk about stuff, and then you expect people not to discuss it, and then the moment other people discuss the topic that you sit on your platform when you lie through your teeth, and then other people go, well, hang on a minute, there's factual proof here, and then you got these people like us, we're talking about it. That's not stalking. If you're going to put it online, right, and you are a public figure and it's public information, therefore it comes under scrutiny. Therefore you can criticize it. Therefore you can comment on it. You can do everything to it as long as you don't change or edit like the wording with like what they've done with what Panorama did with Donald Trump. Which brings me to another point. Why did Donald Trump arrest Putin when he came to the United States and Alaska, when there's a blinking arrest warrant out for him from The Hague? But hey, who am I? I'm just a sheep shagging Welshman who doesn't know. Fuck him. I'll shut up. Sorry, I went on a rant there. I do apologize. But seriously, I mean,
for you.
But the thing is, it's like one thing I have noticed, and this is one thing I've noticed, and it's a pattern, because I've noticed they've used some of my own terminology, they've used other people's terminology, but one thing I've noticed, there's never ever any factual evidence put on screen and going, there you go, there's an email, there's a screenshot, there's this, there's that. It's always blah, 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 that lips slapping against each other,
and people eat it up over there like it's the best thing in the world. I don't understand it. I'm like Squid. I got to see it for myself. I want to see it. You can send me a screenshot, and then of course my next question is, where'd you find that at?
By the way, I'm just going to go and pray to the porcelain god. I'll be right back.
I mean, I don't, the TMI, like, he gets mad at me when we end the stream, you hop off real quick, but him and I will sit and talk sometimes, and I'll be like, I gotta go, mama bladder, and he'll be like, too much information, and I'm like, you just told me that you needed to pee.
Right, and he's gonna pray. He gets that because I told him that I was sick one day. I said I've been worshiping the porcelain god.
Oh, it's. I mean, just. Oh, it. Yeah, this right here. I really hope that. I really hope that none of this ever becomes the plot of a Lifetime movie, but like
exactly. But the potential is there for stuff like this, people. I'm telling you, it's there.
Unfortunately,
because throwing terms around like referring to somebody as a stalker or a PDF file. When you refer to people in terms like that, it immediately plants that seed. Whether you're telling the truth or whether you're telling a lie, it don't matter. That seed has been planted. And you can never look at that person the same again. It's always going to come in your mind. You're always going to wonder if it was true, if it wasn't true. It's there. The seed's there. And using these terms loosely is what happens.
And that water was cold as well. Anyway, what was I going to say?
Yeah.
I'm really not looking forward to going to work today. It's cold outside. But I'm really not looking forward to going to work tonight because it's cold.
Yeah, have some chocolate. Don't stop drinking caffeine.
It snowed here last night, or this morning about 1:30, 2 o'clock. It started snowing. It just did a dusting on the ground, but it was cold as a jank.
Nope, I woke up this morning. It was 28 degrees. It's like, oh hell no.
by the way, I'm gonna a little surprise. I thought I'd tell you now for you two. At some point, I am going to try to build a studio in my kitchen, and then I'm going to show you what to carry in a vehicle during the winter or when it's cold and you have to drive. Yeah. So anyway,
did you say in your kitchen? You said in your kitchen. It seems like to me that your wife said that's her kitchen.
Well, she's not here, so I can say what the bloody well I like. Okay,
I'll
the fucking boss in this house.
I'll tell.
I'm being dragged away again. So we have about 10 minutes before I got to get going, do mama stuff before I got to go to work tonight.
Mhm.
And guaranteed, since I have to go to work tonight, some drama or shit will pop off.
Yep,
because that's what always happens.
Of course it does.
I mean, it's what always happens. In general, I'm so late. Go ahead and yell at me.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
I hear our
Jeffrey,
baby squid stalker.
No, Jeffrey. Like, you know, it's. I did pray for good weather and everything, but that sort of went wrong. And then, you know, the water was definitely cold. That's for sure. Thanks for the thought, though, Jeffrey. I appreciate that. I forgot what I was going to say now, but no, I mean, this whole situation, this whole case, everything about this. Now, I am saying this for the record. There has definitely been a de-evolution.
Lately.
De-evolution. No, I think that, you know, I say for the last 4 years, I think people have reverted back to some sort of like they've reverted mentally. I'm not saying everybody. I said, look, like I always say, there's a minority of people who make stupid people look like geniuses, right? And unfortunately, we are unfortunate witness to those people, and half of them, well, most of them belong to the what the hell's ecosystem. Now, you as well as I know that, like, once all this is done and over with, a lot of these people are going to disappear back in underneath the rocks or underneath the bridges or whatever where they came from. You know, and it's what scares me is the fact that there are certain individuals involved in this who need to be taken care of, and one of them is a child.
I agree.
But you know, but the thing is, it's been over a year now, and nothing has been done. I mean, the conditions, the situation, and then you got some stupid, toothless pleb sitting in a garage, laughing, thinking it's funny, making false accusations or making accusations that over here in the UK would get you in a lot of trouble very quickly.
Heather, I know this is slightly off topic, but 2 degrees Celsius, negative 35.6 degrees Fahrenheit here in my area of British Columbia. Heck to the absolutely no.
Oh, that's nice. That's still warm. I'd be walking around with a t-shirt on.
Is it negative 35.6?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, negative. Right. No, sorry. I'd be walking around with a t-shirt.
That's what I'm saying.
No, I'd be walking around with a t-shirt, but I'll be wearing my snug pack.
No.
Why not?
No. Yeah, no. No. I kind of feel like I kind of feel it like this too. I feel sorry for those who believe Lisa and her lies. And playing devil's advocate, not everything that everybody says on either side is 100% accurate. It's one, people make mistakes and say things that they believe to be true but aren't necessarily true.
Correct.
And sometimes people just talk out of their butts because they can. However, it's one of them situations that it's like, I don't agree with a lot of the stuff, and I don't like her at all. And she was one person that I will call Felisa. Usually I call people by their first names. I even call Bruce by his first name. God forbid, I have no idea why the fuck I do that, even though I can't stand the man. But like Fleesa is one of the only people that I call by a not nice nickname. I call her Thunder Cunt 1.
Yeah.
Do you know?
It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad when my my phone knows autocorrects to Cuntosaurus Rex.
Yeah.
Do you know that you've sworn more than I have tonight?
I always swear. I'm a sailor. It's what I do.
Yeah, no, but
people used to have a problem with it, and then they just figured out that I was not going to change for them. If I didn't change for my fiance, I ain't changing for some rando on the internet.
Yeah, I forgot what I was going to say now.
I try not to, but at a certain point in time, it's my personality, and it's just me. But I also heard that people that swear more are smarter, so, you know.
Yeah. Well, I fucking swear all the time. But anyway, one thing, let me just give some advice about the hot and cold, ladies and gentlemen. If it's cold, right, try to cut down on the caffeine and the nicotine, and try to eat a big piece of chocolate or try to drink some hot chocolate. Okay, and make sure you go to the bathroom, because because nicotine and caffeine thins your blood. That's why you get cold. If you cut down on the nicotine and the caffeine and drink sort of chocolate or something like Horlicks or hot chocolate, it will help.
Okay, what's Horlicks? I want to know what that is. What's Horlicks?
Well, Dan, I didn't miss your super chat. I hadn't got there yet because we keep I can't find a good break. However, there's a note. I do not curse on my second channel, because this is where we talk drama. That is where we talk,
business. That's it. That's your business channel.
That's my business channel.
That's your business.
Dan Davis, did Spawn say he was going to wear Speedo in the kitchen?
Yes. Yes, I'm going to do a Borat tonight. I'm doing a Borat, and by the way, Horlicks is a creamy powdered drink, and you drink it hot with hot milk.
Oh, okay, I've heard of that before in a TV show I watched, but I never knew how do you say it again?
It is really good for you, and but the thing is, if you buy it over there, you're gonna have too many chemicals. Over here, it's only got vitamins C, D, and B12 in it, and calcium and zinc.
It's Horlicks, right?
Horlicks. It's basically a drink that you have at night. It helps you sleep.
Gotcha. Horlicks. Okay.
And then Palmer's, thanks for the $5 super chat. Sweet little baby squid's dental fun.
Anyway, what about if I wear my Borat Speedo in?
Shrinkage is a thing, ladies. I'm just tired. I'm sore from yesterday. I did get a good night's sleep last night. I got to sleep in the little's bed last night all by myself because she decided to go to bed with her dad. So I got to sleep, and I didn't even try to move her into her own bed. I just said, screw it, I'm going to sleep here. So I slept in a princess bed last night.
Every girl should.
Hey, I got to say this now. Devil fan, right? You, Sunshine, right? You need to either make your own way to the brig or let me come pick you up, and I've got a nice back. Fucking paint chips. How dare you, sir? How dare you? How dare you, sir? How dare you, sir?
Like any guy would have to chase him.
And thanks, Heidi, for dropping the link to the other channel. There is a video dropping this Wednesday. And then every Wednesday will be a video if I can upload. If I can get a hold of my, editing. Because I'm still getting used to my camera. Because I got a new camera and a new desk all in the same week. So if you see me grifting at all, I apologize. But I did something last week, and I got a new camera. So we're if you see me, grifting a little bit more, it's because I just bought a camera that I probably shouldn't have purchased because it's out of my price range. But,
Chris, please send Spawn and Borat Mankini.
Oh my goodness.
Don't y'all call them budgie holders or something like that?
I don't know, but I tell you one thing. You may joke, but I'd bloody wear that thing.
No doubt in my mind.
You said the boat.
I just bought myself a camera that is not only out of my budget, but is out of my knowledge level.
Ooh, look at you.
I know,
Going
right?
all technical.
So I'm trying to figure out how to use it. So in addition to sucking at editing, I am also trying to figure out how to use this camera. And it's a work in progress. So my first video over there is not going to be, you know, the best production quality, but you know, it's a learning process.
Just make sure you put an turn on auto zoom or auto what do you call it?
Focus?
Yeah, auto zoom.
Focus.
Auto focus, sorry. And then basically just hold it out and then have the screen looking at facing you so you can see what you're filming. And then just go, hi guys, it's me, Squid, and then trip over something and then do like a barrel roll and split and
Yeah, it's a Canon R50V. It's out of my
what's it called again?
It's a Canon R50V.
Okay, let's have a look here.
Yeah, my dad used to do wedding photography as a side hustle. And so I asked him what would be a good camera and he said this and I said, "Okay." And without like any further discussion, I did something impulsive and dumb. So, you know, that's why my that channel was delayed by a week. I was originally going to have that video out last week and then I recorded it and then I wasn't happy with it. And then I got a new desk and like it's everything changed all in 1 week. So yeah, there's that. However,
play with your toys.
I had to figure out how to use them. And then
well,
talking to a camera with you guys and talking to a camera on a live stream, easy. Do I get a little bit sometimes uncomfortable talking about a situation that I'm not 100% like versed in? Like this is sometimes like I have you guys here to educate me on the drama because y'all know more about the drama side than I do. However, we have chat to talk to. Like it's having a conversation.
Right,
so it's
right.
easier.
You got that feedback.
Talking to a camera with nobody in the room with you is fucking weird to me.
Yeah.
Right.
You don't have
Just
feedback at all.
Just so you know, I've just sent you a link to your
to a video on how to use my camera.
Yep.
Thank you. You can always look at the YouTube videos on the use of your camera. Yeah, that's what Spawn just sent me. And I have. And I've also, honestly, ChatGPT, I started a thread where I said, I have this camera. What are the best settings to use for a YouTube video? And it asked me the type, had me take a picture of it. I took a picture of a camera. And it like looked at it and it said, okay, try this. And like, surprisingly, ChatGPT can be quite helpful for like, even when I was putting together my desk and I couldn't find this piece for my mic because this stand didn't fit on my old desk very well when I moved into my new space.
Right.
So I put this away and just had a desk stand. And when I went to put this back up, I couldn't figure out how to connect it because I couldn't find a certain piece. And I took a picture of it and I said, I want to connect this mic to this arm. What piece am I missing? And I took a picture of it and it asked me a couple questions and said, this is what you're missing. And I took a picture of it and I said, is this what you're talking about? And it said, yeah. He goes, ChatGPT was like, thread that into this and it should work. And I was like, oh, you're fucking amazing. Now I don't have to call someone and be like, I'm stupid, help. I just said, ChatGPT, I'm stupid, help.
I know it is kind of scary sometimes because you can talk to it like a real person.
I know. It's helping me make a because I have a competition in April that I'm doing. And I said I want to it's like I have a competition in April. I want to increase my 1 rep maxes of like certain Olympic lifts. I want to increase this one by, to 100 pounds. I want to increase this one to like 130. And it gave me a plan. And it said, it asked me questions like, what are your weaknesses? Like, what do you think you need to work on the most? Upload a video of you doing this lift so I can analyze it. And I'm like, this is saving me hundreds of dollars of asking coaches.
Exactly.
I'm like, oh my God. I had no idea that it was like I could use it for that. But now I have a PDF of like, hey, 2 days a week you're going to do Olympic lifting, and this is what you're going to do. Yeah. You know? All right. But on that note, we do have final thoughts.
Ladies first. And quick question: do I have your permission to let people know about my gaming channel if they're interested?
Yes. Yes.
Thank
You
you.
can always post links for if people are on here and they have channels. I tell my mods, I don't gatekeep YouTube. I don't tell anybody who they shouldn't watch or should watch. Like channels that I love, I will promote. Channels that I don't like, I just won't mention or I just don't talk about because it's like I don't gatekeep YouTube. Y'all do you. But if you're on my channel and you have a channel, feel free. If you are a mod on my channel and you have a channel.
Yeah, I prefer to ask. You know, I'd rather ask because the thing is everyone knows, you know, but the gaming channel is going to be specifically just for gaming, and I want people to be able to go and chill out and relax, and you know. But I can tell you one thing: there's going to be some quite interesting stuff coming up. But before I go into final thoughts, obviously you guys,
people who don't know the name of your store in that one game. What is the name of your store?
Oh, yes. That's not going to be put up on that channel. The Stalkers R Us supermarket is going to be going on to my main channel because
the name of his store in a game is Stalkers R Us. And each of the characters.
Yeah,
characters involved.
JK and you are the only two people who are Master Jedis, and you're basically you are the cashier. You're on the main till. I'm not letting any of them anywhere near the till, right? And JK is head of security. So
I tell y'all, when it comes to money, I don't play. Like,
well, I can always swap you two around because
we ball on a budget here. Like,
yeah,
like, we ball on a budget, except for my stupid camera purchase because it was impulsive. But you know,
I mean, I haven't touched it for a while, so I think I need to. Do you know what I think tomorrow? Because I've already been asked if I'm going live. I'm not going to go live. But tomorrow I probably might do like a Stalkers R Us segment. Final.
You should. I love it when you do the store. That's so funny.
Yeah. When it comes to final thoughts, I think I'll let you two go first, ladies first, and then I will put my thoughts in.
Pam, do you want to go first?
Yeah, I can go first because I got to scoot as soon as I do. My son just walked in.
Perfect.
With everything that's said that people tell you that you hear, all these things that you hear on different channels, my mama used to tell me, believe nothing of what you hear and only half of what you see. So definitely do your research. Find out things for yourself. And if it doesn't make sense, 9 times out of 10, it's not true. And we all know that the stuff with the school, nothing transpired like they said it did. Nothing happened like they came across that it did. And we only hear certain things, and some people will take those things and run with it. But we've got to be more diligent. We've got to really look into it. We got to use our brains for different things and think about what we're listening to and what we're hearing. Leslie definitely has a lot to answer for, unfortunately. And I'm here to watch it all. I got popcorn downstairs. I'm ready. I'm here to watch everything. Hey, look, you guys, thanks for having me with you. I appreciate it so much. But my son is here. I have to run to town with him and pick up another prescription for his dad. And we got to get there before 5. So I'm going to scoot real quick. Thank you for having me. I enjoyed it so much.
Bye.
Much love.
You know you're always welcome on this channel.
All right, baby girl. I appreciate it. Thanks, you guys. I'll talk to you later.
Bye-bye, sweetheart.
Bye, darlings.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
And my pretty has a channel too. Go subscribe to her.
Yes, please do. Please do.
All right.
You next. You next. I'll go last.
You'll go last?
Yeah,
All
I'll
right.
go last.
So this is going to be the last time that I'm probably going to mention this high school drama stuff because I mentioned it yesterday. And I mentioned it yesterday because of the connection to the documents I found.
Mm.
I mentioned it today because I know that you had a lot to say that I wanted to talk to you about. However, this will be the last time I'm going to talk about it on this channel because it's just not worth the time and effort because Lips doesn't need the attention. I just thought it was funny that she was evading service. And I'm wondering if this whole doctored up story was because she wanted to hide and she was hiding.
Deflection.
Yes. And she was trying to make it out to be someone else's problem and not the I'm hiding from the authorities because of the fact that I am hiding from accountability. I'm gonna make you bigger. However, that being said, this is gonna be the last time we're gonna talk about it because she is not the not worth the time and effort we're talking about. That is really all I have to say about that. And just because you hear somebody say something on the internet does not make it true. Verify, trust, but verify. If you really trust people, verify. If you really believe a story, do what, and I'm not sure who all did what. I just know because Roslyn literally said it, that she emailed the school, the general website or the general email for the school, and the principal responded that they have no record of any of that shit happening. I don't know who else did what in regards to any of that. Like I said, I barely have time to watch what I want to watch. The little is watching K-pop Demon Hunters yet again. So that's all I've been watching for 3 days. Accountability will be coming. I don't know in the form of what, but also from the other side, playing devil's advocate. Jeremy now has a lot of open lawsuits. And when is it time to just let stupid people be stupid people and take care of what you already have going on before you open any new wormholes? It's just, you know. And Devil Fan, I still have to respond to your email. I agree with half of what you said, and it's a fine line worth talking about. It's just it's a he emailed me about the what's a journalist, and it's like a fine line. When they stop, yes, but how many lawsuits is too many? How many is like, hey, let's take care of these first before we open up any new issues? Because at the certain point, they may never stop. And you can't continually live in this cycle of lawsuits for the rest of your life. Because that's in that I believe that's what they want Jeremy to do, is just keep lawsuit after lawsuit after lawsuit after lawsuit, because they know. And yes, I understand it's his business, and I'm not trying to disparage the fact that they haven't done anything wrong. I'm playing devil's advocate. When is it time to just admit that people are stupid? People are always going to be stupid, and move on. I don't think they're ever going to stop. And what I think they're going to do is have Jeremy open so many lawsuits so they can label him as a vexatious litigant. That is what I think is their end game. Which is, I mean, I don't know where to, like, I don't know what else to say about that, because I think that's what their intentions are. Because they're baiting him into lawsuit after lawsuit after lawsuit after lawsuit. And it's just like, at a certain point, they're going to keep going. It's like what we talked about yesterday. When people hate you, stop giving them reasons to play victim. I don't know. It's a difficult situation no matter how you look at it. And I'm not
It's a
saying that
double-edged
Jeremy
sword.
doesn't deserve to defend his businesses.
Yeah.
It's just at what point do you have to have that difficult conversation with yourself and be like, they're never going to stop no matter what I do.
Yeah, it's
I
a double-edged.
understand that, Jeremy or Jeffrey, but just because you can't sue everybody in the world.
It's a double-edged sword, to be honest. But I'll get
It's a
into
difficult
that.
situation.
Yeah. I mean,
And I didn't say that they would be successful. I think that is just what their intentions are. I didn't say that their intentions were smart or that they would be good at it or successful with it. I'm just trying to think like an idiot and see what, you know. I try to put myself in their shoes to see what they are trying to do. I never said that it would work. I'm just trying to put myself in someone else's shoes to see how they think. Because if you meet somebody where they are and you see what they're thinking, you can get ahead of them. Yeah, right here. They're just like in the deposition, Bruce baited him. Yeah, yes, she sued him. I'm not saying that any of these lawsuits don't have merit. I'm just saying just because something has merit, when do you finally say I can't fucking do this anymore?
yeah, when you draw the line and say enough's enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
But that's his choice, though. That's entirely up to him. You know.
Well, now 5 were opened by Jeremy that I know of. 3 federal, 2 in Levy County. Well, 1 in Levy County, 1 in Orange County. So that's 5. So I'm not saying, and I think y'all are misinterpreting me that I'm saying to Jeremy, stop. It's like, no, but you guys, what if you guys were in Jeremy's position? Yes, you want to defend yourself, but at what point are you costing more money and more mental anguish than it's worth?
Yeah.
I know you do because you and I talk all the time. So you get where I'm coming from.
Yeah, I mean,
And
like,
this right here, they're trying to drain him dry. And at a certain point, when can anybody start admitting that they are winning in that respect, as far as draining him dry?
I mean, the thing is, at the end of the day, the case, like some of the cases, I mean, we need to look at in a way of like, you know, they're coming up to a point now where there's no return. So, you know, there is going to be an actual court case, and that's coming up soon.
And like I said, I'm completely like Jeremy defending his business. Like, I get it. I'm not saying that he has no right to defend his business, and I'm like telling them that he's in the wrong. I'm just saying for his own, like,
yeah. It's I mean, what they're trying to do, the way I see it, I mean, I'll wait until you finish with your final thoughts, but
no, that's pretty much all I've got because I'm literally repeating myself at this point.
Okay, right. Let me start with responding to what you said. Now,
and I got about 5 minutes.
No matter how many cases are open, right? The one thing you need to remember is that some of these cases are already well ahead. The other cases, the new ones that are coming up, at the end of the day, he has to defend himself. The way I see it, right? I mean, I personally believe that it's a double-edged sword. Some of these cases are going to result in nothing. He's not going to get anything back from them because they've got nothing to give him financially or anything else. Like Preston, they've got nothing. They've got absolutely nothing. All they've got is a piece of a property, and that's it. 1.6 acres. Yeah, you get it. You clean it up and then sell it. What's he going to get for it? 20 grand, 30 grand, 40 grand? Who knows? Right? When it comes to the other cases, right? They are cases against him. So therefore, he can defend himself. Now, when it comes to everything else that's going on, yes, they're going to go on and on and on and on and on. He needs to start looking at an end point. Okay, he needs to draw that line somewhere in the future and go, right, as of that day, that's it. All right, go. Fucking hell, just talking about it's hurt my head. Right. Overall, everything that I have witnessed over the last few weeks, and especially about this school thing, which I agree with you, the topic has basically battered itself out. So, that's going to come back to bite them in the ass big time. That's going to come back to bite them in the ass big time. The fact that like you sit on a platform, make false accusations now, they talk crap. We all know they talk crap.
But a lot of people talk crap.
Yeah, but the thing is, when you are saying things that you are trying to convince other people to believe you, but these things that you're saying are lies, and you're defaming and slandering someone, it's only a matter of time before that catch-22 comes around and kicks you in the ass. And after what she'd done on the 7th and the 9th and the last few live streams, right? She thinks that she's so clever. She thinks that she knows the law. She thinks that she is cleverer than other people. Why does it take people from different countries to point out that the fact what she's doing is actually illegal? The fact that she's breaking nearly every rule on YouTube is and the fact that she actually made an accusation against someone, and we already know the facts and the truth. The fact that Lips has suddenly reappeared in this situation, why did they all disappear back into the woodwork? Because they realize that what's coming to them is not going to benefit them.
They only want attention.
Right? And
I think a lot of people are just out for attention.
Yeah, and the thing is, they need to stop going and running around calling people stalkers and harassers and defamers and shit like that. Because to be perfectly honest with you,
that's Thursday, a discussion on a bunch of behaviors and what is stalking and what is not.
Yes.
But I have to call it a day.
Yeah, can I just
tomorrow we are talking aviation and this MD-11 and the not unprecedented but very rare emergency airworthiness directive that the FAA filed grounding all MD-11s in the US, which begs the question, what will happen to the MD-11 and will companies just stop using it because they were going to phase it out anyway? Is this kind of the end of the MD-11? And also because it's used for freight, it is 9% of UPS's fleet currently. What will happen to your? It's 6% of FedEx's, I think, and 9% of UPS's. What will happen to your holiday packages this year, and who will be picking up the slack? If you work ramp for Delta, American Airlines, Frontier, Spirit Airlines, get ready to start loading more cargo. So,
Yeah. I mean, like, let's be honest with you. I mean,
yes, but not like this. We'll read the entire airworthiness directive because it was an emergency airworthiness directive, which is rare. Usually it takes weeks, and sometimes not at all, when they start to figure out what happens, and they'll be like, this does not require any,
Can I just point something out about the recent accident? Is the fact that the left engine left the wing before that plane even crashed.
Yes, and Mr. Squid's words to me yesterday when I said that, because I said, how much does the fuel structure have to do with, and the fuel structure in the wing have to do with possibly the impacting the engine? And he said, fuel tank issues is the least of the problems. Forget about that part.
I mean, like, I watched the footage quite a few times, and there's a couple of things before we finish tonight that I noticed. One, if you watch the video, the video shows you that the plane's already it's already V2 and it's already taken off. But if you actually go back just the first time you see the guy in the vehicle going, oh shit, and panning, you'll notice that there's smoke following, obviously trail of smoke. That engine is fully on fire. So therefore the engine strut or the engine attachment strut, the one that attaches to the wing.
Chucky, technically speaking, it is Boeing. Boeing and McDonnell Douglas merged in the late 90s. So although Boeing did not invent the airplane, they inherited the airframe.
Yeah.
So
pylon,
anyway,
there you go.
We have to get that tomorrow. I really have to go.
Right, just very quickly, that pylon, that must have been, it started ripping off or something, because that fire was way too big for that engine.
Yeah, Mr. Squid may be home by that time tomorrow, so I might see if I will send you a link to that stream.
Well, I was going to go live tomorrow as well,
but I gotta go.
Okay,
y'all have a great day.
So my final thoughts.
Yeah,
no problem. Thank you very much for having me tonight.
No
Thank
problem.
you everyone for having me. And,
I'm trying to get Mr. Squid to come on tomorrow. I doubt he will, but he didn't exactly say no, so anything's possible. But I will see you guys tomorrow. We will be talking all about MD11. Y'all have a great night, and I will see you on the next one.
Absolutely.
Bye. You want to?
Yep. 3, 2, 1. Yeet.